Hey guys, GameBar06 here. I'm gonna be back with another drawing. If you guys are in my Discord, on my Twitter, or you checked out the poll, I didn't put it in the description. At least I don't think I did. But there was a three-way tie between Nejire Hado, Mikasa, and Naruto Sexy Jutsu. Nejire Hado won the drawing, and I decided to turn her into a Samoyed dog for this drawing to fit into the theme of Monster Girls for Simsy's Discord art event that he's started doing monthly. This is his second. The second theme is Monster Girls, and I know a dog isn't necessarily a monster. However, I verified with him essentially any person with animal feature with non-human features can be considered a monster girl. So that's why I did this. Um, so yeah, that's what you're going to see. So as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, I essentially just took a reference image and I broke down the proportions of Nejire Hado because it's a full body image of her on the left side. I'm going to shrink this drawing, so if you guys don't see, it's way too big, especially for the arm pose that I want to do. Yeah, it's just too big. So in the description, there should be a poll for the fourth person I draw. At this point in time, Mikasa from Attack on Titan, which I haven't seen, has the most votes with 4, and then the runner ups have 2 votes. I think there's 2 runner ups: Kagura, Mikazuchi from Fairy Tail, and I forget who else. And then there's a bunch of people with 1 vote, and then there's 1 person at this point in time when I'm recording this, which is going to be like a couple hours before you guys see the video. There's 1 person from Beyond the Boundary. I forget what her name is. Her last name's Kuriyama. Yeah, I forget her first name, but yeah, she's the only one with 0 votes. Currently, there have been 14 people who have voted. Every time I do this poll, in order to get as much participation as possible, I post it in basically every Discord server that I post my art regularly in. I posted it on all the aminos that I post my art on as well. I haven't posted it on Twitter as of now, but before this upload, I will post it on Twitter. For future reference, if you guys want to vote on these polls, participate in these polls before the videos come out, then as I said, you have to either join my Discord, follow me on Twitter, and you'll be able to do that. And I was also thinking of creating an amino community for you guys. However, I don't really know how many of you would be interested in that, or how many of you even use amino, or how many of you are even looking at this video in general. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, so I'm excited because I have been improving my animations and my art recently through doing these different polls and having to draw different characters and trying to draw their proportions and physique like the way they are in these shows does help me to improve. Sorry about the yawn. And also, I found this guy named Project Animations, and there was this animation of his. I used flip so I can look at the frames, and then I copied copied part of his work 3 times, and I'm learning, and it's becoming easier and easier for me to do so, and therefore I'm improving my animation, and I'm integrating someone else's style into my current style because that's also the same way I learn. I evolved my art style over the time ever since I've uploaded on YouTube. Uploaded my art on YouTube more specifically, because for those of you who've been fans of mine for a while, you know that prior to me uploading art, I uploaded animation, and I uploaded gaming content. The most recent one was like a Fortnite game where I did like a montage style showing off uh, my kill, all the eliminations I got in the win. And I was back in season 6 or 7, and I haven't done one of those since. However, I am going to say this: I still have won to this point. I have won at least one game of Fortnite every single season. I don't really play Fortnite that much anymore. So if I were to do gaming content, if you guys want to see that, it wouldn't be Fortnite. Not even close. It would not be Fortnite. And also from Project Animation, I learned about this app called Online Arcade that I can use to stream on my phone. So if you guys would like to see that, see me stream on my phone, like if I were to stream me making a stick nose animation, flip clip animation, me stream myself drawing on Ibis Paint, let me know, and we could I could probably work that out. Yeah, so as of now, yeah, alright. Really don't know what to talk about. I guess since I'm drawing it, let's just talk about My Hero Academia. First, we'll talk about Nejire Hado. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be talking about Season 4 content, so just skip ahead into the deal until I stop talking about it, because I have no clue when I'm going to stop talking about it. If I do, I'll like put a timestamp when I stop talking about Season 4, but anyway, since I'm drawing Nejire Hado, one thing I realized right before recording the video, I forgot the spirals. I wanted to add the spirals at the bottom of her feet, or at least one of them, because that's how she flies. That's how she floats in the air. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. It's too late now. Plus, it's a minimum detail. It's not like I have a background or anything, or a reason for her to have that, like on really. So I'm it's not really a big deal. So we'll just leave it as it is. But and also, in case anyone doesn't know what a quirk is, I believe in the show it's called Surge. I might be wrong, but yeah, she shoots energy. She expels energy from her body in the forms of spirals, and because her spirals are not like super fast, it's in the show she's used it a couple times to fly. Like for example, when Midoriya and Togeda went over to see the whole like the beauty pageant stuff, and they talked Nejire Hado. She was floating with her quirk, and also during the fight against the Hasaikai. No, that's not what they're called. I actually they might be called this. Okay, or is that Shizuki's last name? I don't know. When they fought against overall in his group of people, you guys know who I'm talking about. For those of you who've actually seen Season 4, that is. So, yeah, she used it to float during that as well. And she is one of the big three. Honestly, though, in my opinion, out of the big three, I'd say she's the weakest. I would assume if she is a part of the big three, though, just like Tokida, she could take on the entirety of Class 1A with her quirk. Even though her blasts aren't shown to be very strong, she probably has enough combat experience to make up for it. At least I would assume. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think we've actually seen her fight at full power. But from what I've seen, I'm going to make the assumption the other two are stronger. And yeah, Togeda, prior to losing his quirk, is stronger than the two of them, because the way he uses his quirk, not his quirk itself, but the way he uses his quirk makes him untouchable, and it allows him to move faster. Move fast, for example, Phantom Threat. That move where he just faces through a bunch of walls really quickly and then just boom claps some sheeps. That move, yeah, he was moving really fast during that, and that's partially due to his quirk permeability. Or no, it's called permeation. Permeability is actually what his quirk does. Anyway, there's that, and then there is what's the other? Tamaki Amajiki. I believe that's his name. His hero name's Sun Eater. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, his quirk is pretty good. The only problem with his quirk, if you guys don't know, basically he'll eat something. He can expel the traits of whatever he eats. For example, if he eats calamari, then he can expel tentacles like an octopus. Or if he eats squid, he can expel squid tentacles. Yeah. I'm not sure if octopus use tentacles necessarily. I think they do. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, as I was saying, yeah. So his quirk is pretty good. The only problem is obviously he needs to eat either before or during the fight, and if someone he is fighting against knows about his quirk, then that won't work. The rhyme was not intentional. But yeah, if someone knows about his quirk and he hasn't eaten something prior to getting into the fight, then a villain who isn't stupid is going to take away any sort of food that he has. Then again, he can eat stuff that isn't necessarily food as well. Like he ate a dude's crystals. One of the Hasakai's dude, the crystal dude. He ate the dude's crystals, and he was able to use his crystals. So he doesn't have to eat something that's actual food. He just anything he consumes, he can become, or he can expel. So there's that. Except, I mean, obviously, if he were to eat or drink poison, that's actually, now that I think about it, that's a good question. If you were to eat or drink poison, what would happen to him? Would the poison actually affect him? Or would he be able to expel that poison? Would he be able to use the poison? Would it still affect him? I mean, because his quirk, it's not like there's nothing saying that he has an automatic immunity to poison or any harmful substance. So I actually honestly don't know. That would be interesting to see, to be honest. So yeah, maybe in future episodes we'll see that. And by the way, I want to clarify, if I haven't already, I only watch dub for most animes. The only time I watch sub is when either one, the dub isn't the dub hasn't been going for a certain length of time, like a really long time, like One Piece. The last dubbed episode is episode 574, the ending of the Fishman Island arc. And the sub is on to episode like 927. So it's almost 400 episodes ahead. So yeah, if there's a massive gap between the sub and the dub, for example, Boruto, Naruto Next Generation, there's almost 100 episode gap between the two of them. And from what I saw, the last dub episode is like episode 57 of Boruto, and they're already on to 135 because of the whole coronavirus pandemic. Some animes haven't really been producing episodes. For example, Black Clover dub ever since the whole thing. There's only been one episode, so that's why Black Clover is now further behind in the dub than in comparison to the sub. It used to be probably like 3 episodes, but now Black Clover is done like 124. Dub is 124, and I believe the sub is somewhere around 135, or at least 135 is going to be the last one they do until the pandemic is over. So it's unfortunate for us anime watchers, especially considering that Black Clover is for me it's tied with Naruto for my favorite animes. One Piece is number one. I've mentioned my thoughts on One Piece. Naruto second, along with Black Clover, and the only reason they're tied and one isn't ahead of the other is because Naruto just simply had way more episodes and way more time to develop everyone's character. So, and Black Clover hasn't even had as many episodes as Part 1 Naruto. Well, it's getting up there if we're only talking about canon episodes of Part 1. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.